Careful though, the challenge in these levels will push your skills to the limit.
In this action-packed platformer, players guide Donkey Kong and his sidekick Diddy Kong through various levels to reclaim their stolen banana hoard from the mischievous Tiki Talk tribe. The game features classic elements such as minecart rides, vine swinging, and collecting bananas, along with new challenges like silhouette levels that add unique gameplay mechanics. Players can choose to play solo as Donkey Kong or team up with a friend, with Diddy Kong offering assistance by riding on Donkey Kong's back and providing a jetpack to help with jumps.
More hearts and more items means smoother swinging. Very clutch. A wild adventure awaits.
Experience the excitement of Guilty Gear Strive and dive into new gameplay that's easy for beginners, but still complex and creative for experienced players. Set in a futuristic world inspired by heavy metal, the game offers lots of action, style, and fun. As the newest installment in the acclaimed Guilty Gear series, Strive continues the tradition of an energetic soundtrack, innovative graphics, and thrilling gameplay.
At least you're enthusiastic. Give me a moment. And so begins, at long last, my world peace experiment.
Why can't we just kill him together?
Are you ready?
Ravenswatch is a top-down action game that blends roguelike elements with real-time combat. Players can experience the game solo or team up to 3 others in online co-op mode. Set in the world of Reverie, the game reimagines classic folk tales and legends such as those of the Three Little Pigs, Norse mythology, and 1001 Nights, infusing them with a dark fantasy atmosphere. Players can choose from a variety of heroes, each with unique combat styles, to battle against nightmarish creatures threatening the realm.
Dream shards to buy power-ups and magical objects from the Sandman, and fight hordes of enemies to level up. Each hero has multiple abilities at their disposal. First is the trait, a hero's core mechanic that defines their gameplay. For instance, Scarlet transforms into the wolf at night, Beowulf carries a worm that empowers his next attacks, Aladdin can call the genie of the lamp to make a wish. Each hero also has a dash, 3 different attacks, and 1 defensive ability, finally unlocking their ultimate ability.
Ender Magnolia is a dark fantasy 2D side-scrolling action role-playing game set in the bleak land of Fumes, where you fight to save both humans and homunculi. The kingdom, advanced in both magic and machinery, is built on a rigid social hierarchy. As you explore, you'll encounter abandoned cities, eerie laboratories full of dark secrets, a grand sorcerer's academy, massive factories, and more. The hauntingly beautiful yet grim world of Ender Magnolia will unravel before your eyes. In this action role-playing game, players follow Asbelhant and his friends as they embark on an adventure to save their world, Ephania, from a looming threat. The game features a dynamic battle system that allows players to switch between different fighting styles. The remastered version, set to release on January 17th, includes improved graphics, quality of life enhancements, and additional content, such as the Lineage and Legacies after story.
It's over! Shining blade of triumph! Lunar Requiem! Doesn't matter who reaches out. What matters is that the...
I'm sorry, Asbel, but I cannot abide allies who engage in deceit. I will go no further with them at my side.
Strike! Whirling flash! Shocking light! Bloodshot! Chase shot! Beast blaster! Prepare yourself! You have angered me!
As the Rats of the South begin to rebuild after the war with the Frogs, a dark evil awakens in the north, wings as black as death and a thirst for vengeance. You play as Arlo, heir to the Warden of the Wastes, on an epic quest through the snowy lands to defeat the Dark Wings. Hunt giant beasts, unite clans, upgrade your settlement, and uncover a chilling secret of blood and royalty.
With new cultures and new races added to the game, we've really tried to expand the unique biomes available for the player to explore. The game takes place in the Northern Wastes, a much more snowy, desolate area, which led to us having a much more imposing, Viking-esque character in Arlo, who is son of the late Warden of the North. Similar to the original, the new game starts with a dramatic death, plunging Arlo into combat with the Darkwings, an ancient enemy that have re-emerged within the Ratdom. Whether he's ready or not, the dangers the Darkwings pose are even steeper this time. Luckily, our hero Arlo comes with his own set of new skills, such as dangerous elemental attacks and deadly traps.
In a future where most of humanity is imprisoned in city-states called panopticons, players take on the role of a convict serving a million-year sentence. To reduce the sentence, they participate in dangerous missions, fighting against massive enemies known as abductors and rescuing captured civilians. The game features cooperative and competitive multiplayer modes for up to 8 players, allowing them to team up to complete missions. In this action role-playing game, players follow the adventures of Adal Kristin and his companion Dogi as they return to Dogi's homeland, Felghana, after an 8-year absence. They find the region changed, with violent monsters roaming the outskirts, a long-dormant volcano suddenly active, and the new lord of the land extorting money from its citizens. As Adal helps the townspeople, he becomes involved in political conspiracies, ancient legacies, and unthinkable taboos.
An adventurer, eh? Well, that's certainly a rarity. But from the looks of that sword on your belt, I can tell you're no amateur. I imagine he hopes to get his hands on my statue.
Well, well. Seems these ruins have a little rat problem.
Take that!
Set sail with Marona and her Phantom allies in Phantom Brave: The Lost Hero. This vibrant RPG features gridless tactical turn-based battles where strategy is key. Use the confine system to summon phantoms by binding them to objects on the map, gaining unique advantages in combat. Combine phantoms with cannons and gadgets for powerful attacks, or turn the tide with Marona's ultimate Confriend ability for game-changing moves.
To add them to your crew.
And if all else fails, pull off a show-stopping transformation by confining souls into yourself to turn the tide of battle. With infinite options, the skies, or should I say seas, the limit.
Chartreuse Skill!
Stealing powers? Just who are you?
Hey! Are you a phantom that can speak? I'm a phantom. I can't talk to anyone or touch anything. Apricot, please trust me. Now fight by my side!
Players assume the role of a sleeper, an emulation of a human mind housed in an artificial body who has escaped from the corporation that created them and is on the run from a gang seeking control. The game features tabletop-inspired gameplay, allowing players to choose a class, configure skills, and assemble a crew to navigate the Starward Belt, a region filled with secrets, stories, and characters trying to make ends meet.
Not for a moment. That derelict was a death trap. Suddenly, it was all over. But we've got to bounce back. We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Mia? She was handy with that drone. Stopped the whole thing blowing up in our faces. Or Eugene. He's a loudmouth, but he's tough as hell. Although he did forget to tell us about Vesna. Or we find someone new, but new crew have new problems.
Cuisineer is a food-focused action roguelite game where players control Palm, a young adventurer turned restaurateur who returns home to find her parents' restaurant abandoned and deep in debt. To save the eatery, Palm explores procedurally generated dungeons, battling various creatures with cooking utensils, and collecting ingredients to prepare over 100 recipes from around the world. The game combines dungeon crawling with restaurant management, allowing players to customize their kitchen and dining hall to meet the needs of loyal patrons. In this action-packed lightsaber game, you fight to reclaim the Theed Palace using the power of the Force and your lightsaber. You'll face waves of enemies like battle droids, destroyer droids, assassins, and other creatures from Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. The game includes a 10-level campaign and bonus mini-games, offering both classic and new features for players to enjoy. In a dystopian future, a demon hunter named Shin, who has lost his memory, partners with a demon named Lux, who can transform into a sword and manipulate time. Together, they explore a corrupted and dangerous world, battling demons and uncovering the truth about Shin's forgotten past. The game features exploration-heavy 2D action gameplay, allowing players to use Lux's abilities to interact with the environment, such as creating platforms and shielding against dangers. Warside is a fast-paced, turn-based tactics game that combines classic gameplay with modern features. Players can engage in a single-player story campaign, participate in multiplayer battles, and utilize a built-in map editor to create custom scenarios. The game emphasizes fluid skirmishes and strategic depth, offering a variety of units and tactics to disrupt enemy front lines. Lead your own epic adventure inspired by tabletop role-playing games, narrated by the legendary Laura Bailey. Gather your friends for free using the Friends Pass, or venture solo into a world of collaboration, betrayal, and dice-rolling chaos. The peaceful kingdom of Aria faces a dire threat as evil forces plot to overthrow Queen Julia, and only you and your team can save the realm. Dive into a tale of intrigue and conspiracy where every decision shapes the story.
Do the door, too. Oh, wait, hey, do the trap door, too.
I think that's all we can do.
Ooh, I'll guard the trap door.
Ah, one got in. Be gone, demon.
Should I sacrifice myself so you guys can run?
No. Aw, thanks, man. I mean, no.
Okay, I'll just blow up the barrel and you will escape. And hopefully I won't die.
I'll always remember your bravery. I'll never let go.
Oh, sweet! I did it!
Okay, everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.